I must say this first. We're getting Steve McCLAREN from Manchester. He's leaving his Manchester United job to come to Jamaica, right? And then we all had a problem when Al Grimson left to go to Ireland. You say it just come full circle now. All right, sports fans, welcome back to Edivision TV, the channel where we look at sports differently. And some big news coming out of Jamaica. First of all, Vibes Cartel is free, but then JFF went ahead and named the new Reggae Boys coach. And for me, that's the biggest news of the day. Right, Reza Boss? I'm joined today by Reza Boss, and we did a quick reaction to the story. Rich Post Sports, Reza Boss, what's up, man?
Give thanks, give thanks. Following the Olympic action, and then this comes onto the desk, ready to roll. Big news, Reggae Boys, forward 2026. That is the mission with permission. Oh God, Steve McLaren. My Lord, my Lord.
And Steve McClaren, a very qualified coach. You know, he's been at Manchester United. And people, I must say this first. We're getting Steve McClaren from Manchester. He's leaving his Manchester United job to come to Jamaica, right? And then we all had a problem when Al Grimson left to go to Ireland. You say it just come full circle now, right? He's
Ah,
leaving Manchester United, comes straight to Jamaica. And I know nobody has a problem with that. No Jamaican have a problem with that. So leaving Manchester United, he's been there for years. It's his second spell. Coach the first team, you know, won a lot of trophies under Sir Alex Ferguson. English manager as well. Middlesbrough, Newcastle, winning the league in Holland with 20. Coach at Derby, all over the place. A very, very
that's right.
qualified coach. I believe he's won over eight or so trophies at the club level. So a big name coach, Razor Boss. You know, how excited are you? You know, to see Steve McClaren coach the Jamaica national team.
Well,
Or
as
you're not
a
excited?
Premier
You're
League
not
fan,
excited.
no, sir, I'm not excited. In fact, the thing that stands out for me, two things stand out for me. This is a high profile individual in terms of his experience with England, big reputation as a coach, highly respected. Spent around 18 months, I believe, or so as the England boss. But as a big time coach, high profile, coming to the Reggae Boys environment is going to be very, very interesting. If this man is allowed free reign to get things his way professionally versus potential isms and schisms, it will be very interesting to see how Steve McLaren finds the climate. Jaime Halgrimson seemed to struggle after a while. Steve McLaren will be a very, very interesting tenureship. There is a pot of gold awaiting us. 2026 World Cup. This is, as Steve McCarron said, an ideal time for him at this stage of his career to take up such an appointment. I believe he was with the ACO Global Analysis team at
Yeah.
some point in his
FIFA.
career recently, and
Yeah.
yeah, right. And he recognized the talent at Jamaica's disposal. It's not necessarily the talent that will be of the main and major concern as far as the reason bus is concerned, but of the field dynamics, man management, player management. These things will come under sharp scrutiny with Steve McCarron at the helm. He hopefully won't suffer fools gladly. Will he have his free course with his staff? Eddie, what say you? Speak!
But before I get into that in a reason, boss, I
All
understand
right,
that
sir.
it's a 2.5 year contract
I
for
heard two.
McLaren.
Can we split the
2.5.
difference? May I hear 2 year?
I heard from Speed in an interview with on Careless. So 2.5 year contract, you'll be bringing one coach to be his permanent assistant. Right? One coach will be his permanent assistant. As far as I know, no. But in terms of excitement, let me get back to that. Big name coach, but I'm not as excited as I thought I would be, if I get what I'm saying. Remember when Speed came, he said that we'll be excited, Jamaicans will be excited. I'm not so excited, really, about it. You know what I mean? So the JFF now, I know Steve McCLaren was not their first choice because Steve said he wanted a coach that knows CONCACAF. Remember Golden Razorback? He said he wanted a coach that knows CONCACAF. Steve McClaren don't know CONCACAF, right? So that's one of the box that I think we wanted to tick, but we never got around ticking that box. Yes, he's a winner. He's a quality coach, and he also spoke about a coach being a modern coach. I don't think Stephen McClaren is a modern coach. You know what I mean? He's been in the business for years, experience. So based on those factors, I don't think that Steve McClaren was number one on the list. All right. So going back to your question, what was the question again?
Well, my concern is off the field and man management. I would have to take issue
Mhm.
with you, Eddie. I think that his tactics and his experience as a coach in terms of demanding the best from the reggae boys in order to get them across the line, that
Yeah.
I don't believe will be in question. The question is, will he be allowed free course with
Yeah.
his coach and staff to get this job done? He's an identified talent. Will this talent
I
be
mean,
courted? The existing squad, will they be? I think they're good enough, but the challenge is to make sure that he has free course to get the job done instead of the ism schism
yeah.
challenges that
I
we've seen
mean,
time and time again with the reggae
he's
boys.
remember he's coming from Steve. He's coming from Sir Alex Ferguson's era, and Sir Alex is a no nonsense type of guy. So if he learned anything from Sir Alex, I think he should be able to deal with our players, our talent, and our ego. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult, but he's used to high pressure environment, being at Manchester United and being with the English national team. He's used to that pressure. That's way more pressure than you'll be under, coaching Jamaica. But yes, the players and the federation and the mix up, it'll be a little bit different, but I think he should be able to manage that. And one thing we don't want, we don't want him to get fed up and leave, pack his bag like Arguably. So I'm hoping he'll be here to see out his 2.5 year contract, carry us to the World Cup, and maybe extend if things goes well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's going to be
Yeah.
a
So
challenge. It's going to be a challenge, but I wish him
yeah,
well. I mean, remember the JFF, they've got limitations in terms of what they can offer financially wise, financial package wise. But in Steve McClaren, again, I say, if you want experience, the ability to manage, potentially he's a coach that can see and has an eye for talent. We've got a pretty good squad. If he can, through his reputation, encourage a couple other players to fill in some important slots in the squad, then the Reggae Boys can be on their way. Right now, the one thing in my mind, or on my mind, is professionalism and motivation. All he needs to do, and all he was probably told, which was good enough for him, was listen, talented group of players. You've seen it. The goal, ultimate goal, World Cup qualification 2026. If that
that
is
is
not
it.
an incentive for a coach and for the existing and potential new recruits to the Reggae Boys, I don't know what is. I'm encouraging the Reggae Boys fans to get beside Steve McClaren and the Reggae Boys squad. Excitement only goes so far. We need results on the pitch, we need performances, and we need to get the very best out of the players. This is a business, but it's also the entertainment industry. I'm hoping that Steve McCLaren can get the best in terms of a flavor, patterns of play out of this Reggae Boys crew. So it'll be very interesting to see what type of pattern of play the Reggae Boys find under Steve McClaren. What beat will they be dancing to? Speak.
Yeah, fans. So Mac is back, back as a head coach this time. Will be leading the Jamaica Reggae Boys to the 2026 World Cup. Definitely, we'll have to support him. We'll be back in the coach, we'll be back in the team, and we'll be back in the federation. You know what I mean? One dream. We have to believe. We have to believe. So I want you guys to get behind the coach and, come on, Reggae Boys, Nations League September 6th at the office against Cuba. Go out and get your tickets. We want to bring a lot of noise to the National Stadium. Hopefully we'll see a lot of new players coming in, and we can push forward and be great again. You know what I mean? So I'm Eddie Gona. That was Reza Boss. Go out and check out his YouTube channel, Rich for Sports. Go over there, drop a subscribe, like his content. He's doing some good work over there. You know what I mean? I'm Eddie Gona. You know the drill. Always remember, like, share, and subscribe. Reza Boss, Eddie Gona. We are out.
All right, this is Alexander Taylor representing for 876 Stream, the official marketing partners for the Jamaica Football Federation, specifically their campaign for the 2026 World Cup. And, subscribe to Edivision TV and go watch him content.